A man was browsing an inappropriate website when he discovered that the female performer was actually his girlfriend. Since it was a live broadcast, the chat comments were extremely vulgar. In his panic, Mark immediately called his girlfriend. However, they had just had an argument, so his girlfriend didn't want to answer. After Mark's persistent calling, his girlfriend claimed she needed to use the restroom. But at that moment, the male performer in the video pulled out a mysterious potion, claiming that just a few drops would let him do whatever he wanted. Mark became extremely anxious. Through his relentless efforts, he finally got through to his girlfriend Phoebe. Since he couldn't reveal he was watching such a website, Mark didn't tell his girlfriend the truth. He just kept asking where she was and repeatedly warned her not to accept anything from strangers. Just then, the male performer in the video dripped the unknown substance into a cup. Fed up with her boyfriend's rambling, Phoebe hung up directly. Mark was extremely nervous. He stared fixedly at the screen and kept calling Phoebe again. But no matter how many times he called, she completely ignored him. At this point, viewers watching the livestream began flooding the chat, urging the performer to hurry up. At the male performer's invitation, Phoebe slowly picked up the water glass, but suddenly remembering her boyfriend's warning, she became suspicious and put down the cup. Seeing this, viewers became doubtful and started commenting that it was all scripted, even beginning to suspect the performer was just seeking attention. But Mark didn't care about any of this. He only wanted his girlfriend to leave that dangerous place immediately. However, when Mark called again, Phoebe directly rejected the call. The male performer then began having a heart-to-heart conversation with her. After some talking, he successfully diverted Phoebe's attention. Soon, they raised their glasses together again. Witnessing this scene, Mark was utterly devastated. As Phoebe drank from her cup, viewers flooded the livestream with virtual gifts. With disaster about to strike, the desperate Mark immediately called the police. He reported that his girlfriend had been kidnapped. When the police asked how he knew this, Mark couldn't reveal his web browsing activities. He just kept urging the officers to trace his girlfriend's phone location. Just then, his girlfriend on the screen collapsed unconscious. Seeing the situation deteriorating, Mark's emotions reached the breaking point. Meanwhile, the performer on screen looked triumphant. He slowly approached the camera and announced that the upcoming show was VIP only. For just 2,000 yuan, viewers could continue watching. The system would automatically remove non-paying users within 30 seconds. Looking at his girlfriend now completely at someone's mercy, Mark was in disbelief. At this point, large numbers of people in the livestream had already begun paying. Seeing this, the male performer became extremely excited to find out what would happen to his girlfriend next. Mark had no choice but to pay according to the performer's demands.